Alright, so this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Verse 10, it reads, only by pride cometh contention. You know, like this brother was going into in his last video, you know, when pride cometh, then cometh contention. Because the word contention, you know, if we go into the etymology dictionary, the word contention means argumentative, you know, it means quarrelsome, you know. And that's what happens when you have pride on you, you know.
You know, when I looked up the word contention on the etymology dictionary, obviously you got contention, but also in the same search you get quarrel and argument. So, you know.
Yep.
I can look it up. Contention, late 14th century. Strife, Old French contention, which, you know, we just went over a couple scriptures about strife. From Latin, contentione, nominative contentio, from content. Past participle stem of contendere.
Can you look up that word strife for me? Because the first word that came up there was strife. Cool.
Strife, early 13th century, from Old French, estrif, variant of estreat. Quarrel, dispute, impetuosity, probably from Frankish strad. From Proto-Germanic strato, strife, combat. Old High German strit, quarrel and dispute.
So, you know, like I said, the word contention means quarrel, you know, because if you look up the word contention, it means strife, which the word strife means quarrel, and the word quarrel means argumentative, you know. A dispute is, I believe that also means argumentative as well, right?
I imagine so.
Alright, so, you know, the word contention means, it means to be argumentative. It also, you know, like this brother read, it also means dispute, you know, impetentious.
In fact, I got dispute right here. Circa 1300. From Old French disputer. Dispute, fight over, contend for, discuss. That's pretty much it. You know, fight over, contend for, you know.
Yeah. And the words also under there was, you know, argue. You know, it also meant to argue. You know, things of that nature. But alright, so it says, only by pride cometh contention. So, you know, you might start to believe that you know too much, you know, or you know more than everybody you know in brotherhood. So when they try to correct you on something to try to humble you down, you know, you start to become argumentative, you know, like, man, I ain't got to do this and that, you know. So, you know, pride can cause contention, you know, it can cause disputes, arguments, you know, it can cause strife.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. Right, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. You know, you proud motherfuckers, man. You don't fear the Lord. You do things, you know, you, like Nate, you mock the name and you think that nothing's gonna happen to you because you're proud. You know, you gotta be brought low. You know, and upstate dumbass, you're proud. You know, it's you don't fear the Lord because you're proud, because you're coming against the elders. The scriptures say rebuke down an elder. I believe that's in 1 Timothy the 5th chapter.
Con.
But you got these Egyptologist dumbasses. A lot of them are really proud, man. You know, Brother Polite, he seems a little more humble, but Sonnetter, he's fucking proud, man. He doesn't fear the Lord. But you know, Polite might come around, but Sonnetter, he's just a fucking snake, man. Sarah Suit and Seti, you speak with a proud mouth, man. You act like you know everything, but you really don't know much, man. You really don't know much of anything, because everything that you're talking about is just the white man's knowledge, you know.
And you know, if you notice, you know, Nate, of all the false prophets out there, Nate got the most pride on him, which is why Nate is very argumentative. You know, he's always arguing back and forth with the elders. You know, making these counter videos, calling us bums and shit. But what is a bum? A bum is somebody that sits in low places, right? But are we not rich? Are we not considered rich because we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures? So if we're considered bums, but we're considered rich because we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, what does that make us? The rich that sit in low places, according to Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Go ahead, break that down.
It's plain and simple, man. You know, if you got a proud mind, then you're an abomination to the Lord. Which, Nate, you're an abomination, man. Committing all kinds of abominations, knocking the name of the Lord, man. Yeah, it takes some real pride to joke around with the name of the Most High and His Son. You know. And you guys that follow him, man, you guys that are sincere, you better come out of that shit, man, because playing around with the Lord's name ain't nothing. That ain't nothing to joke around about. You know, you follow him, so you gotta pay for it. You know, the Lord will destroy the shepherd and the flock. And if you're part of His flock,
that's right.
If you're part of His flock and He's going around mocking the name of the Most High, man, you might get it really bad. You might get it really bad.
Nah, I got a scripture here for upstate Israelite, because I know, you know, like you were saying, you know, upstate Israelite, you know, he used to, you know, come to this truth. He used to be on fire, but then, you know, like you said, he used to follow Bubble Eyes. So, you know, obviously
He used to follow Zabbat.
Well, he used to follow Zabbat. So, you know, obviously, while upstate Israelite was in his truth, he was being wicked. So, this is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 4. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips.
You go ahead and break that down.
It says, so, you know, like the scriptures say, you know, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips. So, if you're being wicked in this truth and you know you're being wicked, then guess what? Chances are you're going to be deceived by these false prophets. You know? Because normally when somebody's being wicked in this truth and they get confounded on it, or if they get rebuked on it,
and you're really dumb if you get you follow Upstate Flip Flopper. We got a whole bunch of names for that guy, Upstate Flip Flopper. He's always flip flopping what he believes every week, man. Every time you read one of his comments, he's thinking something else, thinking something different. You know?
Right. But hey, you know if somebody's being wicked, because if somebody's being wicked in this truth and they get confounded on it, and they realize they can't do that in this truth, then they might start following, false prophets or false teachers, because a false prophet or a false teacher might teach you that you can smoke weed as long as you don't do it that much, So, or a false prophet or a false teacher might teach that, you don't always have to go out in the winter. So you got somebody that might start following that false prophet just because, they may not feel like getting up.
Or they might teach what upstate flip flopper is teaching, that Native Americans aren't Israelites, that they're Japhetic. But you look like a complete moron saying that, because according to you, you're from Native blood. Your father's a Native American, so you just sound like a dumbass saying that.
And so it says
I'm of the true Native American blood. Now you're going around asking brothers for their CDIB cards, whatever the fuck that shit is. Get out of here with your bullshit.
Niggas a clown. So Proverbs 17:4, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar, because upstate Israelite, you are a liar, you know. Now you're going around saying the Elder Kabar is going off. So it says, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. That's clear, man. You know, a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue, you know. The upstate Israelite, even when you was in this truth, you know. Even when you was in this truth, you was you know, it's like sending messages to the brother down in Boston, you know. You was going around being sneaky, man. And I believe you was also telling lies then. So
well, you told me about you said that you were messaging the brother in Boston back and forth. You weren't mentioning that the fucking the message was like that long, you know, and that wide. It was just, that shit was ridiculous, man. When I read that in the video, I couldn't. You wrote that guy like a fucking biography on yourself, man. Like A&E biography or something, man. That shit was ridiculous. You know?
So it says, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. And what is a naughty tongue? It's false prophets. You know?
Great, false prophesying.
So that's clear, man. That's also how we know that you're a liar, upstate Israelite, because you know the scriptures say that a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. You know, now
you lied about saying that Brother Zion was out there promoting selling of drugs, which is bullshit, man. You tried to get him kicked out, and you provided no proof of that accusation.
Try to put him under the bus. But hey, like the scriptures say, you know, receive not an accusation unless there's 2 or 3 witnesses, you know.
You got something, go ahead and bring it
up. Alright. Ezekiel 30 and 6. Alright, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, they also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. From the tower of Sinai shall they fall in it by the sword, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So, you know, this is also going into the pride of the so-called white man. Because the so-called white man, he's the most proud on the entire earth, you know. The Heavenly Father said that Egypt is going to fall. And what's the modern day Egypt? It's talking about America.
This is getting back on the upstate dumbass. Speaking about those lies you told. Proverbs 11:27. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor. He that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. Which is what you did, man. You know? You're going around trying to cause mischief. You're like a little mischief maker. You know? Trying to get brothers in trouble by making up those accusations. And you post some video that's just a bunch of bullshit. You know? Trying to make up rumors about our camp. But Brother Zion also stated, you know, publicly in a video the reason why he kicked you out. You know, that your ass was asking him. You called him in the middle of his break at work, and you asked him, you know, how much his sister cost. You know, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't say something like that. What?